Phil fans.
There you go. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the final round. Whoa, turn the snare down in my headphones.
Booming.
Welcome back to the final round. Final Thursday show, I should say, because we're going to be back on Monday to announce some winners. But we're here Thursday, Salt Lake Supercross, our backyard. Last Thursday show. And you know what's crazy is even with all the riders that are out and injured, this is probably one of the harder rounds to pick.
Yeah.
Especially with triple points on the line.
Double points.
Whoa, I got a little ahead of myself.
The triple doubles is in and out. We're talking double points.
And we got Benny Bloss calling in here in about 10 or 15 minutes, too.
Big Ben, I love that guy.
Yeah, he was, shout out to Benny. When I was at East Rutherford, walking through the pits, Benny was the only rider who called me out and asked and wanted to come over and chit-chat.
Dude.
And you know who was next to him? Grant Harlan.
We didn't even talk, but last year at Supercross, Salt Lake,
yeah,
I was walking through the pits with my family. One rider I talked to, he did the exact same thing to me.
Benny did to you?
I walked by. I always feel like I'm bugging him, don't want to say nothing, and he saw me.
Really?
Hey, come over here, sign stuff for my kids. They still have them.
You know who else has been like that since day one? Shane McElrath.
Yeah.
When I see Shane, he's like, oh, it's the SXpert, and he comes and gives me a big hug. So, shout out to those guys. Anyway, hope you guys are all doing good. Thank you for joining us. So, yeah, final round, remember, we're double points this weekend. And are we dropping another score?
Dropping one more score.
Okay.
Don't panic.
And results are available Sunday morning?
Monday morning.
Because we got to do the whole tally thing, right?
Yep. Build a little suspense. And just build it up, I guess.
Oh, my gosh. That's the hardest part, though. Like, if you look at the leaderboard, if you're up there somewhere in the top 10, and let's say you get 3 picks right, you're like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But then you don't know how everyone else did. You got to drop that score. So
it's a long Monday morning at work, I'm sure.
Oh, my gosh.
But
I'll bet you most of the time winners don't even find out they won themselves. It's from somebody else who ruined it for them.
Some of them have told us, my phone started blowing up, and all of a sudden I won a bike.
Kind of new.
Yep. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that being said, we're heading to Salt Lake City. Levi, let's get weekly prizes. Let's get those up here real quick. Here's what's up for grabs. First, we got 7 $500 spending spree. If you want to get the gear, the stuff that James Stewart,
Malcolm,
all those guys rocking. Second place, Works Connection Whole Shot Device and Hour Meter. We're doing E-Line carbon fiber spending spree, $300 of that. Bridgestone Battlecross tires. Fox doing a casual spending spree of $250. 6 gets that Pro Taper Percella. Yeah, you can set that yourself. I've actually used those. They work great. 7th, Subverter helmet from LS2. 8th, you got Cycler spending spree and a moto stand. 9th, you got Fly, casual package from Fly, and then a Cherby spending spree. And, of course, 90 Rocky Mountain gift cards.
Yep, big prizes. And then, like always, the grand prize is given away next week. We're going to find out who wins the KTM 450 SXF.
We're not giving them away, but we'll announce who's getting them.
We're going to know who wins them.
That's right.
So,
okay.
We got the KTM 450 SXF. KTM accessories KTM made it rain with the factory accessories on that. So,
yep.
Going to be a good-looking bike. Same with the KTM 250 SX. Third place, KTM SX E5. Keeping it electrical out there. Stay6 coming in fourth. Fifth place, RM ATVMC spending spree and casual prize package. 6th place, Alpine Stars head to toe. 7th place, Motion Pro Tools package. 8th place, Fly Racing setup. 9th, Oakley goggles, sunglasses, all that. 10th place, Supercross 6, the game, TV, console, all that.
Dude, I'm not too far. I'm at 86th in the SXperts group. Come on, at 801 points. But I mean, I'm like 50th place is less than 1 pick away.
Oh, yeah.
I could easily crack top 50. I'm stoked on that. It's my best fantasy season to date. I don't know how everybody watching right now, if you're live or if you're watching this after the fact, how have you done this year compared to years past?
I feel like I'm doing great. And I'm not doing that great compared to everyone, but past years, I'm doing great.
Okay.
So I'll take it.
Let's see here. All right, so we're going to Salt Lake. Results recap from last week. So Denver, it was Chase Sexton, Ken Roxon, Adam Cianciarulo, Justin Hill, Shane McElrath, and then Josh Hill, the wild card in 7th place.
Mm-hmm. Interesting top 5. I liked it.
I know, but that's what's going to make it difficult this weekend. But now you got Colt Nichols coming back. Aaron Plessinger, I reached out to him. He said yes, he is going to be racing this weekend.
It's a man of the people. I'm gonna make sure I'm up there now.
Yeah.
Can't be missing that.
Let's see here. SS Garage says still not beating my wife.
I wouldn't expect it. Wives have some type of talent in this game that I can't figure out.
Okay, let's get to the sad part here. Injuries. Ooh.
Dude, it's a nasty list.
Yeah, Marv is out. Malcolm Stewart, Dylan Ferrandis, Christian Craig, Webb, Barsha, Bloss, Tomac, Anderson, and I'm probably missing a few more riders in
Nichols, is he in or out? We don't know yet.
Nichols, I'm pretty sure, is in.
Okay.
In fact, he was on the entry list. I'm pretty sure Nichols is in.
I hope he is.
Okay, yeah, I think he should be in there. Track trends, Levi. Get that track up on the screen for us real quick. Okay, really long start straight, which I'm a fan of.
Yeah,
I like that. Helps the riders separate a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like over-unders. Anything else really
Decent whoop
stick
section.
out to you?
I mean, everybody was jumping those last year.
Were they?
Oh, yeah. Even the top guys were jumping those. So
Trying to see the direction. Oh, keep yawning.
Tough.
New baby life. Let's see.
Tough whoop section.
Okay, so they come over the finish line, over-under, right kind of sweeper, and then into the whoops.
Those little tunnels, dude, always remind me of when Kyle Partridge busted up his foot.
Oh, I remember that. Smashed his foot between the wall and the foot peg or something.
Yeah, and
just
like
split
ripped
it
his
open.
foot in half.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
gross. I always like over-unders because I always feel like you just get some sick whips.
Yeah.
Or like guys come over and like
They can try to scrub them
but that
hard,
one they're
yeah.
going straight. So I don't know. And Justin Barsha's not racing, which he's always the guy that's good for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the hard knock life for the top dogs.
I like the track, though.
Yeah,
Digging
looks fun. You're going to be there, right? We are going to be there.
I'm going up, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Come say hello to Christian. Now we're going to be there hanging out with everybody. Here's something interesting. You put this up here. Shortest track on tour. Let's see. Top winners.
You know what we should do?
What?
I'm just going to throw it out there. It's on you. Get like 5 of these. Make some custom plates
Okay.
for the real SXperts. First 5 people to go talk to you at the table that can show you they have a better score than you, give them the plate.
Oh. The
How about
table where you enter the pit area?
How about that? Can you make it happen?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what time I'll be at that table yet.
You got to just be there when Chase is there.
Okay, yeah.
How about that?
If you're there and you can show me your score and you're beating me.
Or if they just stop you anywhere. Just carry them around,
fair
dude.
enough.
Someone can find you, show a better score, you give them a plate.
As long as no one, hey, beta or who, yeah.
See
Okay.
if we can make it happen.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see, top winners. Let's see, Cooper Webb has won in Salt Lake 4 times. Ryan Villapoto and Tomac did it 3 times. Carmichael did it twice. Kevin Windham did it twice. Marvin Muscan's done it twice.
But what do they all have in common?
They're not raced. They're all
None
not
of them are
racing.
there, so we're going to
None of
have a
them are there.
first-time winner in Salt Lake,
Who
which the
did-
last
who-
one was Zach Osborne.
Who do we need to shout out for these stats here?
This is straight from Feld Supercross Live. They got some fire stats for us. I had to include them.
Does Clinton Fowler do their stats?
Sure he helps, yeah.
Because he's been on Race Day Live a lot, too,
Yeah.
helping out.
I love his stats, dude. He does a good job.
Let's
he
see
probably
here.
has a hand in it.
Honda's 2023 three-peat. Hear me out. I'm going to read this slowly. Chase Sexton and the Lawrence brothers combined give Honda all 3 Supercross titles in 2023. This will be only the 3rd title sweep for a brand in Supercross history. So in 07, Kawasaki had James Stewart, Ben Townley, and Villapoto. That was the three-peat. 1991, Honda did it with John Michael Bale, Brian Swink.
Swink dog.
Swink, I'd never even heard of that. And Jeremy McGrath, and then 2023. So only 3 times you've ever had a sweep.
I just remember you asking that question, and luckily Supercross sent it over. So
Well, when was the last time they swept Supercross and outdoors? Because you've got Hunter Lawrence, who's one of the favorites for outdoors, and now you've got Jet and Chase. I like the odds of 5 Honda champs. That's probably never been done.
I don't know who would have a better chance at this point.
Someone dive into it. Has that ever been done? 5 championships in one season for a manufacturer. Good year for Honda, man. Good for them.
Dig
They
into
need
it.
it. They've had a 20-year dry spell.
Yeah.
They haven't won its 450 title since Carmichael.
Dude, 20 years.
Uh-oh.
We can get into conspiracy corner here right now.
Uh-oh.
Chase Sexton wins this year.
Oh, I saw this.
It's
Okay.
number 23, his age 23. It's 2023. The last time Honda won was 2003. You take out those zeros, 2-3.
What did he say?
It's all numbers, man.
Okay. What is this, 8 Mile? You just rapping over here?
No, what was that? It was that old movie with Jim Carrey. numbers.
Oh, the number 23?
Yeah, the number 23.
Oh, it did turn into a conspiracy theory.
We should have known he was going to win this year. And then to win it in that fashion of like basically a miracle.
Well, listen to this. In 1983, hope you guys are liking these cool statistics, by the way, David Bailey was sitting third in points. He had a 42-point hole to legends Bob Hanna and Mark Barnett with 5 races to go.
Yep.
And then like Sexton, 40 years later, okay, so Sexton's 40 years after this. So Bailey battled adversity, took advantage of their mistakes, and he ended up winning the title. So he was 42 points down with 5 races to go, and he won the title.
Yeah, I think you asked that question too. So
When was the last
Supercross
time
was on.
third place? Yeah, dude, they listened. They
Interesting.
me.
It's been a long time.
The people want to know your guys' scores.
I have 801.
I'm at 699. Your favorite number.
Yes, Shelbonator. Aaron
Let's
Plessinger
go.
is racing. Conspiracy is not a theory anymore.
Yeah, we're running out of theories. They're all getting proven true.
That's true.
But anyways, the other like kind of track trends I had that's going to help us as we get into the picks.
Yeah.
I was just looking at riders because you don't know. It's so hard to pick right now. That stayed within 2 spots of where they qualified last round. Denver, similar track,
Yeah.
similar elevation, similar,
Are we going to let's get there.
motivation. I got the qualified finished 2 spots from where they qualified or less. Sexton, Roxon, AC, Justin Hill, Dean Wilson, Josh Hill, Chiz, Starling, Norin, Clayson, and Rodriguez. So if anyone's not close to the wild card of those guys, I'm not picking them.
Oh, okay. So wow.
That's
like
where I'm going with that.
Okay. I like it.
But what do you got? You want to start off on Sexton, or we got
Yeah,
Benny
but-
calling up, or
Well, they'll let us know when Benny's ready.
okay,
I'd said 12:15, so we got a few minutes.
okay, yeah.
Okay, Chase Sexton, and forgive me, we had some internet issues yesterday, and I couldn't get a new number plate for Chase Mays, so want to shout out respect. Should be red, but
Just put the respect on his name.
isn't it? Yeah, last week was still just weird.
It was weird.
He knew he won the title. Like, he knew after that race that Tomac didn't finish. And he knew the injury that Tomac had. It's like, the title is mine.
He knew, but I
there
just don't think it settled in.
Yeah, it hadn't settled in, and I'm sure Honda was probably thinking, hey, we're not going to celebrate this. Like, we're not going to celebrate this.
You don't want to celebrate in Tomac's face and hometown and something like that.
If it had been a little bit different, like Tomac crashed because he made a mistake, but I think just because of the injury happened, everyone was bummed.
It was classy to just keep it on the down low.
Sure.
You celebrate it this week, out of respect.
His speech was weird. It was just like, okay. Look at this. Last 5 finishes, 1-1-4-1-2. His last 4 starts, 6-3-8-1. It doesn't matter where he starts. Sexton really has just replaced Tomac as the guy that will come through the pack.
I'm telling you, once he had the pressure off, he's just been a new guy.
I took 2nd in Salt Lake City last year after qualifying 3rd. He's doubled the amount of laps he's led this year with 144. You put in here that he wins almost 40% of the time he qualifies first this season.
Yeah, so it's not just a given.
No.
But
His average start on the West Coast is almost a full spot better at 3.3 compared to 4.2 on East. And look at this. He has the best average start, finish, qualifying, laps led of all active riders. Yeah, he's going to win.
I don't think he's going to, well, I think he probably has the best chance to win, but I won't be surprised if he doesn't just because
he has nothing to lose.
Yeah, I mean, if he takes 2nd or 3rd, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean?
He doesn't have to line up.
I think there's other riders that are going to be motivated maybe a little bit more than him. Now that he has it locked down, I mean, why push too hard,
Yeah, that's the question I do have, right? Sexton's got this thing in the bag. So let's say like Adam Cianciarulo could win.
I'm picking Cianciarulo to win.
And I feel like AC's got to be thinking that too. It's like, hey, Sexton's wrapped this thing up.
Mm-hmm.
If I hole shot and he's say 4th or 5th or whatever, like I don't feel like Chase is going to push to win.
I don't either.
Like he's going to take a podium, whatever, win your title.
Yeah.
So if AC or Kenny rips a hole shot,
they have a very good chance.
Very good chance.
Plus,
if you want to make up some points, put AC to win.
That's what I was getting at. If it depends on where you're at in your groups.
Yeah.
If you need to stay, hold on to a lead, pick Sexton to win. If you're in the middle pack, whatever, maybe go with Roxon. I think he has probably the 2nd best chance to win. And if you're going for the Hail Mary like I am, pick AC to win. Because not a lot of people are picking him to win. Like we're saying, he has a chance. He's led laps. I mean, he took 3rd last week.
Let's see here. Big Chill
It
says,
depends on your risk factor.
Big Chill says, don't overthink this one, boys.
That's what we do.
I love overthinking it.
That's what we do.
I overanalyze.
I do it too.
And I'm just saying, what if? And the AC's got to like his chances.
Yeah.
What if he went from his first podium in like 2 years and then wins?
Plus, when is the next time you're going to be able to race with 10 champions out?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm like? This is it.
Even
AP even coming back.
AP's like,
Yeah, I'm going with AP or AC to win.
Show up for one race and get a 100K bonus?
Yep.
That's not a bad night of racing.
And if they do, you're going to be making up mad points. So,
yeah.
I'm not picking Sexton to win, not because I don't think he will, but just because I got to make up fantasy points.
Okay, what about Kenny, though? Between Kenny and Adam, you got to pick that's the hard part, though, is Kenny's starts have been really good.
Yeah.
I mean, his average finish is just over 4, but things have changed, right? But his last 5 finishes, 2, 3, 3, 3, 5. His starts, last week he went down, but before that he'd gone 7, 1, 2.
Yeah.
So Kenny's starts have just been really consistent.
Well, we're looking, worst case, you start pretty much last, he still took second.
Yeah.
I highly doubt he's going to start last again.
And he came through from way back and still passed AC.
There's only one man he can't pass, in my opinion, and it's Sexton if he wants to race.
So maybe Kenny's the better pick for the win this weekend.
I think he's got the second best chance, but I'm going even for the longer Hail Mary of points of AC or maybe even AP. He comes out looking good in qualifying.
All right.
So I don't hate on picking Sexton or Roxon at all. I'm just going for a way long shot. I have nothing to lose in the points. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what the beauty of the double points round.
Fair enough. Let's talk about AC, though. Let's see here. Last 5 overall finishes, 3, 8, 7, 6, 8. But look, now that, AP coming back, I don't think changes anything for him. He qualified 4, started 3rd, and led laps, took 3rd last round. First podium since round 3 of 2021. So it's been over 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Last round was the first time he was finished better than where he qualified this season, really.
Yeah, that was surprising.
See, the only time he's raced 450 class in Salt Lake was in 2020. Qualified 3rd, started 2nd, and crashed out.
Yeah, I mean,
and then before that,
we're digging for anything to help with picks, and you got to look back at their history in Salt Lake.
For AC to win, he needs a whole shot and a little bit of help.
I think
with
a
Kenny
whole
and Sexton.
shot.
And that's the first step.
Say he gets a whole shot, Roxon starts 2nd. Is Kenny going to want to take that away?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot of money on the line.
Does it cross his mind?
They're friends. They ride with each other, but I mean,
are we seeing a Monster Cup type situation where you kind of
no?
let
Kenny's
your boy
only won one race this season.
I'm not saying AC can't do it. I'm just saying, does Kenny just hang back and see what happens?
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, I'm picking AC or AP.
Robbie K, AP is in. Okay, what about
we actually have Benny on the line.
Oh, let's get to the man.
All right, this man is, his name is Benny Bloss. He's one of the nicest guys out there. Unfortunately, just went down, broken collarbone, but hey, you know what? It means he's got time to call in. So we got him on the line right now, everybody. If you have questions for this man, get him in the live chat. But Benny Bloss, how are you doing, my man?
Doing good, guys. How are you guys doing?
Dude, I'm good. Hey, I like the beard, by the way. I like it.
Trying to get it to grow in, but I'm over here is real thin, so
just keep
working on it.
I like it more than just the stash and the goat. I like the beard.
I like the stash. He could rock it, dude. He pulled
does.
It off.
He's got like a professor stash, dude. He put some glasses on. He teach class. Hey man,
I would run the stash, but my wife says absolutely not.
Really?
So
that's a battle you don't want to get in.
Yeah, my wife wasn't stoked on the one that I just cut in the other day, but how's the injury? How's the collarbone?
Collarbone's good. I guess it'll be a week out of surgery now. And I feel like I could ride, which is kind of crazy. I wasn't really expecting that.
Wow.
Honestly, after seeing all the injuries, it was like last weekend was horrible for me to watch the race. And I was like, kind of sat down and did like a pros and cons list of should I race Salt Lake or not?
Yeah.
And ultimately decided not to, but I feel like I could ride, so it's coming along good.
Okay. Was it just for the fact you don't want to fall on it again? Like, I'm curious, what were your pros and cons there?
Like the reward would be good, but not really worth the risk of crashing and injuring it worse.
Okay.
I don't really want to go into a race with that mentality anyways,
Right.
Going into it and being like, okay, just cannot crash.
Mhm.
This is just not. Usually that's when you crash. So,
Is there
like-
go ahead.
the only, I guess, the rewards would be trying not to get passed in points, because I was 15th. Now I went to 16th because Chiz passed me.
Uh-huh.
And I want to say there's like 3 guys that are pretty close now,
Mhm.
and they're probably going to pass me this weekend. But I should stay in the top 20. So
Yeah,
that's really all I care about.
I was gonna ask, for like someone in your shoes and for most privateers out there, what's like the cutoff line of like a next big pay jump for? I mean, and I know I'm just trying to clump everyone together, but is it like top 20 in points? Like that's where like most privateers are gonna get their payout, and then like there's another big bump at, say, if you're in the top 10. Like, does 15th to 10th in points do you any different than top 20?
I don't really know. So Feld does a thing where, or it's AMA, I'm not really sure, but the top 20 in points, like in the season, get a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And so 21st doesn't get anything, but I want to say it was like last time I was top 20 in points, it was like 10 grand or something to get 20th in the series.
So it's a big deal.
Yeah. So that's money I would like to get and not fall short of, obviously, but hopefully I think the way for me to fall out of top 20, I think Cartwright would have to get second and Noren would have to get third this weekend, maybe. So
yeah, Starling.
I'm not like perfect, like I'm not sure exactly on the math, but I think it'd be around there. So
you're looking pretty safe. I mean, you got Moran's, Harlan, and Starling behind you there, 10 or so points. So
those 3 are gonna probably pass me for the weekend, but that should keep me in the top 20. So
yep, you'd still be 19th.
Well, hey, Benny, you might not be the best person to ask this question to right now because you just crashed and got hurt. But there's this controversy going on right now. I would say controversy, but Pete Fox posted it. I don't know if you follow him on Instagram, but he talked about how we've got to do something to make the sport safer. And he just pointed out that there's a lot of the top guys, just a lot of riders in general, that are hurt. Where do you stand on that? Do you feel like, hey, this is Supercross, it's just inherently dangerous? Do you feel like they should be doing more track prep? Is there anything that you feel could be different that would help? Because I was thinking about it, and they were like, oh, they need to prep the track more in between the motos and this and that. And I'm like, but a prep track just means the guys will go faster and push that much harder. So does it really make that much of a difference? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, man, it's tough because yes, there is a lot of guys out right now, but it's not every year that it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the past couple of years, you're always going to have at least like 2 or 3 guys that get hurt, you know?
Yep.
I honestly think that that's just the sport, you know, like I know the risk when I get on the dirt bike, and the track prep thing, honestly, the Dirtworks guys do a lot of track prep throughout the day. And like, especially before the main events, it's not the whole track, but a lot of it gets touched on. So maybe I don't think adding races is going to help anything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you notice the MXGPs, they don't race every single weekend, but their series is spread out from, I don't know when it starts,
January
but
through September.
It's a lot longer time period.
Yeah,
so they're able to get breaks.
But they only do one discipline, which I think is where we get caught between a rock and a hard place, right? They're not trying to take 2 series and put them together.
Yeah, no, it's tough because it's like I guess they got rid of 1 outdoor this year, so we're only doing 11, but then there's 3
playoff
races added. So, you know, I'm not really sure because I don't want to have the same amount of races, but then get more breaks. So then we're racing into, you know, late November. I don't think that that's necessarily what you want to do either. So I just kind of think it's part of the sport, and we know the risks. The bikes are getting faster, and it's just, it's part of it.
And I think too, one thing you'll never be able to factor in is just rider decision. Because you can look and be like, oh, a lot of guys crashed tonight. But it's like, all right, well, you have to individually look at each rider and what decision did he make that could have caused that crash. Did he decide he wanted to try and triple into that rhythm lane when it probably wasn't a good idea. You know what I mean? And a lot of times it's riders crashing into each other. So it's not the track that in a lot of situations is actually the culprit of why a rider crashed. Like in your case, first turn, right off the start, you jump into the back of the guy. That's the only part where I'm like, maybe that would help out a little bit, because I feel like there are a lot of crashes early in races when guys are clumped together. They're jumping on each other. I mean, Jet Lawrence just did it, right?
Yeah.
So, but what do? You do a staggered start like MotoGP, which would just be boring.
I almost wonder about more bye weeks. They tried to do 2 this year, and I kind of think like he's saying he feels like he could come back and ride. How many guys get these kind of lingering injuries they try to race through that lead to something bigger? You know what I mean? Where maybe a bye week, 1 or 2 more, lets people really recover. I don't know. That's just my thoughts
honestly, I'm not opposed to, and I don't really know how this would be like for fan stuff, like the weekday stuff, but in 2021 when we did where we would go one city and do 3 rounds in a week, sometimes we would do that, then get the next weekend off. So it's like you're getting time off. I'm not opposed to that either. But then you're doing more races in one city, so it's not going to be as good for the fans. But
right on.
It's I don't know. I think kind of you just have to put up with it and deal with it, and it's maybe you make the tracks slower, more technical. I don't know.
More sand.
But like you said, like in the beginning of the races, there's a lot of crashes. Like that's how I crashed the first rhythm off the start. Like that's, I feel like those are always going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, Trey Kennard, good friend of yours, his, devastating back injury, that was like first lap of a race, just where everybody's piled together. So, so we're moving into outdoors here pretty soon. I know you've told me personally that you like outdoors more than Supercross. You just think it just suits you better. Have you ever thought about MXGP?
I have thought about it. That would be a huge change to just, up and move to Europe and do that.
Be cool though.
It would be really cool. I actually had talked about, I want to say it was 2020 maybe. Somebody had reached out to me about doing a fill-in ride for the last 6 races there, but like the quarantine time was, you'd have to fly there and quarantine for 14 days before you do anything. And that wasn't going to work out with the schedule. So ended up not doing it. But I mean, I'm definitely interested in doing some of those races.
Right on. Yeah. I like watching the MXGP races. Here's another question too. So you ride, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you've been riding with the Honda boys, right? Chance, Hymus, Jet, and Hunter.
Yes.
And I heard your interview too, where you talked about how Jet got on a 450 and was pretty much instantly just lightning fast. What do the Lawrence brothers do that you see that makes them so much better than everyone else in the 250 class right now? What technique wise, what are they doing different that makes them look like they don't have to try very hard to win a lot of these races?
Yeah. I mean, the technique thing is big, right? They're like, if you really sit down and watch them ride, there's really not much that they do wrong on a dirt bike. And so that really helps their situation. And then they're just in really good shape. They can do, their sprint speed for the entire motos, and not a lot of 250 guys can necessarily do that. I don't know if it's just because they've been at it a long time, racing GPs and then coming over here, and just everything they do is done with a purpose. So it's done very professionally, and I don't necessarily think there's one thing that they do that's better than everybody else. It's just kind of everything that they do is good. And like, let's be honest, they're pretty ridiculous on dirt bikes. So.
Well, they don't look like they're trying some. Jet of both of them doesn't look like he just always looks like he's riding about 85%. And he's just like, I'll just hang out right here. I don't know. It's just crazy to watch. And I wanted to ask you, since you ride with them so much, but that's got to make you as a better rider, I would say, right? You're watching those guys ride, and you're just riding with guys at that level.
Yeah, definitely it helps. And, them and their dad have helped me out a lot this year on the Supercross track with some technique stuff. And honestly, most days that we would ride, they'd be 4 seconds a lap faster than me, and it's pretty demoralizing, honestly.
But have you been able to
'Cause,
bring
like,
that gap down as you've learned and seen what they're doing?
yeah. So it's like going to a race. I'm going in. I'm like, man, I've been riding with these 250 guys, and they are a lot faster than me. I'm probably not going to do very good. And then you go to the race and do pretty good, and it's like, okay, I am okay. They're just freaks, I guess.
Yeah.
They're just ridiculous on dirt bikes. But no, it's been really nice riding there, and I was able to get the gap down a little bit, as we went on. But no, we had a good group there this off season, and I'm back in Missouri now, but hopefully go back there again next year.
Right on. And then you're racing Olive Outdoors? Is that the plan?
Kind of the plan right now. I'm trying to get everything sorted, and I'm not really sure exactly when I'm going to start riding again. So I'm trying to get all that stuff figured out.
Okay. Well, I like it, but bummed you're not going to be in Salt Lake City this weekend because we want to see you there. And as you mentioned, a lot of dudes out right now.
Yeah, my kids are already asking because they still have the poster he signed last year. They want a new one from Benny, but I'm going to have to break the news.
Yeah.
I want to know, too.
Unfortunately, I love going there, too, so it's a bummer. But
with us going up there and you being tight with the jet and all that, did you get a hookup on the donuts or something? Because are they like $30? Is it going to be worth it? $40?
Hey, if I could sell a box of donuts for $40, I would.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I think it is $30, and I'm trying to think. I think it was Glendale. I took a red eye after the race because it was Easter, and I made Jet save me a box of donuts, and I took them home on the plane for my son when I got home.
So, like, out of a 10, I mean,
I don't know, man.
Okay, we're going to have to maybe do a taste test.
Just go to Krispy Kreme's and get a 12-pack, dude, and you'll be good. Your gut ain't going to know the difference.
Hey, I'm loving it.
Well, look, Benny, hey, we want to congratulate you. I know you've had some ups and downs this season. I've seen you on the ground a little bit more than I would like to.
Well, I got a question about that real quick.
What?
You're one of the taller riders for sure. Do you feel like how much do you have to change on Supercross even compared to outdoors for those taller type dudes? We're jumping a lot more, and do you feel like that
legs got to be up higher?
Yeah, is it like contributing to maybe a lot more injuries and stuff like that? Like what do you have to do that the shorter guys don't have to do out there? Like just go into that if you can.
I get that question a lot, and it's kind of tough for me to answer because I've always been tall, right? So I've never been able to come from a standpoint where I'm short. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I would say it's leg injuries come easier for me because of having such long legs. Thankfully, I haven't had too many of those. I've really been rough on my shoulders, but I'd say there's definitely more disadvantages for me than there are advantages. So,
okay.
But it is interesting because other than Zach Osborne, who won the outdoor title in 2020, when was the last time we saw? I guess Cooper Webb. He's freaking tiny.
The shorter guys.
No, I take it back. It's a very invalid argument because Cooper Webb's won 2 450 titles and he's shorter than I am, and I'm borderline midget status.
Whenever you see Benny out there, you know it's him because he looks like a full-grown man on that thing.
I remember seeing Benny wearing some fly pants at Supercross, and he had to tuck his pants under his knee braces because they weren't long enough to go into his boots. And I was like, wow, you are like that's tall people problems right there.
Guy. That's what I'm just wondering.
I have to cut my pants at the bottom because they bunch up inside my boots. Like I have the opposite problem. Hey, it's all good. But hey, thank you so much for taking the time to call in today. Best of luck with your healing process. We hope to see you come out swinging in outdoors. This guy's got top 5s in outdoors, and that's where he thrives.
Solid in the outdoors for sure. I hope he's back out.
And he's on the new Yamaha, which is just a torque machine. Mm-hmm. So stoked to see you out there, Benny. Thanks for calling in, and best of luck. So we're going to see you. We will see you at Paula round 1. That's the plan. Be there at round 1 nationals.
I'd say probably not Paula, but we'll see. We'll see how we heal up.
Okay. Well, we'll see you when you get there, but I expect top 10s out of you all year.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you having me on.
All right, man. Good talking to you. We'll talk to you later.
Yep.
Okay, see ya.
Benny. Love that guy.
Good dude right there.
He is one of the good dudes.
All right.
People forget how underrated he is, man.
Dude, he is.
He can go out there in top 5 any given race. Is like as soon as you don't expect it, there's Benny up there.
If there was a rider who has the most speed, that's just never quite. He's won a heat race.
Mm-hmm.
Was that Salt Lake Residency 2020?
I think so.
Benny is by far one of the fastest riders who just hasn't quite yet strung together that whole season.
He's going.
But if Benny was just consistently, like he is, my opinion, given like all things going right, top 10 guy, even with
easy.
all the other dudes in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's a top 5 in outdoors, getting close to top 5 in Supercross for a long time.
Go follow Benny on Instagram if you want to see somebody rail some corners and some ruts. Benny will show you how to do that. It's mind-boggling.
I like to watch him just because he's so much different on that bike because of how tall he is. Like I remember that old Indiana Pacers center, Rick Smits. Remember that guy? Super tall? He came into the showroom here one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we seen him ride off on the motorcycle, just look like a giraffe out there, dude.
Oh, why is there a lot of calf comments today? Beta says Chase got big calves but girly hips.
Is that good or bad? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how you define girly hips, but 2 big calves because heel lift in the boots. What? Come on now, hips unlocked.
They're saying calf implants. That's why your calves are so big.
Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna
wild
hate.
to me.
All right. Don't be mad with what I was blessed with. All right. Okay. Where were we? Who did we leave off on here?
AP.
AP. Okay. I mean, you put him in your top 5, right?
I think so, yeah.
He hasn't had a gate drop in a few weeks. That's the only hard part.
But, I mean, it sounds like he was pretty close to coming back the last 2 rounds. So
The thing is like AP could start 10th, and I feel like just the field in front of him.
He's going to be able to pick
him
him off.
Right?
Yeah. I agree.
The only rider not out of that group that I feel like could honestly hold AP off right now is Justin Hill.
Yeah.
Like I really feel like Justin's riding that good, and his confidence is that high that he could hold off AP.
That's kind of what Benny was talking about. I've been looking into. I mean, AP is 18 points up on AC and Justin Hill.
Yeah.
So they get in there to a podium or something like that. They could knock him down 2 spots in the overall.
Okay.
So he's got something to race for, too.
Let's see. Jazzin says AP to win.
Dude, it would be a nice comeback story. Come back last round, get that win.
It would be cool. I would be stoked.
That elusive win.
All right, Kate, Justin Hill. Quote from him, I want that podium bad.
Was that on the Dirt Sharks?
It could have been. I can't remember. But I just know that he's been right there. Look, his last overall finishes, 4, 5, 9, 10. Mm-hmm. And then with starts of 7, 2, 19. Don't know what happened there, but 9th. He's qualified 6, 6, 4 the last 3 rounds. He's taken 3rd in his last 3 heats. I mean, he really wants that podium.
He's got the look in the eye to me. I seen him on Dirt Shark talking about that podium, and the man is in a good mind frame.
I don't know if he is trying to get picked up, but maybe he's racing for a factory ride next year.
He's doing a pretty good job of making a case of it. I mean, geez.
So he's good.
The guy's 9th in points. Dude, he's tied with AC.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed that?
That's true. Colt Nichols, he should be there. Let's see here. Last 5 overall finishes. Last week he crashed out. Before that, he had gotten a season's best at Rutherford and 4th, a 16th, a 9th, and 8th. But he's gotten top 5s this year. His qualifying
does not help you pick.
No, he's always in like the teens.
Like sometimes he'll qualify 10th and take 4th. Sometimes he'll qualify 10th and take 19th.
Yeah.
You don't know with him.
He does have 3 hole shots on the season, though.
So, yeah. I mean, there's a good chance he could be in there.
But the big so what is he has not finished in the top 5 in any of the rounds that he's hole shotted.
Yeah,
so he's
that's
dropped.
true. But, I mean, with the whittled down field, it's
Okay.
going to be a lot better of a chance, I'm sure.
All right. Big one here, wild card.
Dude, I don't even know what to do with the wild card. I started building up the list. Next thing you know, I have 9 riders that could take the wild card this week.
Levi was sitting there. He's like, dude, Christian is just going off. I was like, yeah.
I'm like, this guy has a chance. This guy has a chance.
If he races a dirt bike on Saturday, he has a chance for a top 10.
Pretty much, dude. I mean.
Okay, but it is 10th. Colt 45 to Hep Suzuki. Well, hey, look, after seeing Kenny Roxon win on that bike, I don't think anybody would be upset with going to Hep Suzuki. Ken Roxon has changed how people feel about that motorcycle. So is Kyle Chisholm. Been riding good.
Didn't we go over
Cinco de calf. What is up with the calf comms, dude? Levi, moderate this, dude.
Dude, Roxon, did we go over his season versus season? Did we even cover that?
No.
Okay, Roxon 22. He did 8 rounds. His average start was about 8th. Finish was 9th on average. This year, his average start's 5. Average finish 4.3.
Yeah, he's been crushing.
So he leaves the factory team, goes to the HEP team, older bike, whatever. Look what the man's done.
No.
Or Roxon. But anyways, we can get back to Chisholm.
Calf full. Like, somebody's Googling calf jokes right now is what's happening.
All right, back to Chiz. What do you got?
Back to Chiz.
I got conspiracies with him, too.
Oh, my God. Well, then you better do it.
All right, number 11. Took 11th overall in Salt Lake last season after qualifying 13th and starting in 11th.
Okay.
So he does well in Salt Lake, in my opinion. But I still think he's going to be better than 10th this round.
Wait. His last 5 races, let me get out a calculator here real quick. This could be good.
You're hoping it's 11,
I'm hoping his average is 11. 8 plus 9.
Well, look at his last 5, 8, 9, 13, 14, 11. Has finished exactly where or one spot away. It is, dude. Look at this. His numbers 11. Are telling us, bro.
His last 5 races added up is 55. You divide that by 5, you get 11.
Did we hack the Matrix is what it sounds like.
It's right there.
Can't make it up.
Chiz is my wild card.
Can't make it up.
Okay, I like that. And with AP coming in, so he got 8th and 9th his last 2 rounds, but now AP pushes him a spot back.
It's true.
For sure.
It's probably most likely, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
But look at him. He started in 8th place the last 2 rounds, but hasn't finished better than that in either round.
We're on to something.
So he's going to be around 8th and probably fall back a spot or 2 based on the history here. Hasn't been to an LCQ since round 10 in Detroit, though. Yeah. So since round 11, he's made it straight out of the heats.
He's riding good.
So I like Chisholm. I still think he's probably going to be better than 10th, but that might just be me.
All right.
What do you got for our boy, Shane McElrath?
So last week was his first top 5. Before that, he went 26. That was the mud race. Yep. And then 12, 13, 16. So he made a huge jump. But the last time, his 6th place is when Barsha, Webb, all those guys were still, Tomac were all still racing.
Yeah.
And then before that, he was still 12, 13, 16. So I would honestly put him behind a Kyle Chisholm. Like, I really would.
I don't know if I'd do that.
You don't?
No. I'd put him ahead of Chiz. Then looking at, I know it doesn't matter much,
Chisholm,
but look at his 250 when he's in the 250s, won in Salt Lake 4 times.
Really?
So he's strong here. And if Benny's not in those pits, Shane's the next guy to go see.
It's so crazy that Shane on 250s was like not dominant, but won lots of races.
Yeah.
But I have to say,
he had a gnarly injury too.
He's had a lot of injuries, and he's bounced around from so many teams.
He needs some stability.
He was never like on one team for more than a season, so he never got to like build a base and everything. So I'm hoping he stays on HEP for next year.
Yeah.
Just to have some familiarity with what's going on, right?
Number 1 rider to go see in the pits. Can we agree on that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just go talk to him about fantasy. He'll love it. Josh Hill. He's another good pick too. You guys
quietly, they've been getting a little attention lately, but look at his last 5 overall. 7, 10, 18, 11, 15. Hasn't started worse than 11th in 3 of the last 4 rounds. What am I missing?
The calf jokes just
they're just still rolling. Oh my gosh.
They're so dumb, but they're good.
His qualifying results usually don't correlate to overall finish though. So he's risky to me. Because you never know where Josh is going to finish.
Hey, he hasn't started worse than 11th in 3 of the last 4 rounds, though.
Yeah, he's
gone 7,
decent
10.
starts.
Okay, 7, 10, 18, 11. Like, he's gotten 10th multiple times this year.
Yeah. I'm just saying there is nothing to know where he's going to be. So if you're picking him, it's off a gut, and I don't blame you because he has a good chance.
Okay, Dean Wilson. Last 5 finishes.
This might be the guy that hasn't got any attention all year.
I don't know how many times he's gotten
like
the wild
barely
card.
even heard his name. The guy's sitting 10th in points.
Let's see. His last 5 finishes, 6, 7, 10, 8, 9. His starts, 9, 10, 5, 10. He's finished exactly where he qualified, or only 1 spot away in 4 of the last 5 rounds.
There you go.
Took 9th and 11th in Salt Lake in 2021. Exactly 2 spots from where he qualified in both those rounds. And he started ninth both, too. Like, Christian, you're just diving deep
Dude, he's
into this
constantly around 9th, 10th
He's
in Salt Lake.
ninth overall in points. He's 9 points back of Justin Hill in AC.
He's one of them that I think has a lot to race for this round. Like, he's going to be more motivated than most,
Yeah.
in my opinion, because he could pass Justin Hill and AC in points.
Okay.
So I see him being pretty motivated, but even with all that, I still think he's going to be better than 10th. I just do.
Well, here's how I look at it, right? You got Sexton, Roxon, Adam Cincerulo, Colt Nichols, Aaron Plessinger, Justin Hill. Like, I feel like those 6 are your 6. Like, that's where they're going to finish. 6th or better. And then after that, you get to the Josh Hills, the Dean Wilsons, the Kyle Chisholms, and I think, okay,
McElrath, Nichols type
of
area.
Of
Chisholm.
that group, who would win in those between those 4 guys or whatever? I would put Wilson right there.
I think who's going to win is the one that's most motivated. And
I feel like Wilson's like the 7th best guy right now.
Yeah. I mean, him moving even from 10th to 8th overall, I'm betting is probably a good pay raise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I still think he's going to be better than 10th just because he has more than most to race for this round. So what about your boy Justin Starling? Quietly.
The comments are
Dude, they're still going
crazy
My
right
gosh.
now. Look at it. Someone said I shaved a mustache to take attention away. I'm wearing pants today.
You might need to go get the.
Does Chase drink black coffee or a splash of calf and calf?
Oh my gosh, dude.
C calf rider.
Oh, my
pretty
gosh.
funny.
Wild, bro.
Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
Dude.
This is ridiculous.
Starling, bro. Quietly. Got 10th last round, 11th the round
Season
before.
best, yep.
14, 19 before that. His starts 15, 12, 16, 20. He's qualified 12th in 2 of the last 3 rounds, finished 10th and 14th in those rounds. So he's staying pretty close to where he qualifies. Finishing 2 spots worse on average on the West, though, than he is on the East. So remember that. Hasn't been to an LCQ since round 12, but quietly he's been having a pretty dang good season too, dude.
Okay.
Where's he at? Overall, 20th in points.
You've got Rodriguez and Harlan and Morans in here, but Harlan got
You're going to
fit
tell
last week.
Rodriguez he can't do 10th. You're gonna tell him that. I'm not going to tell him that.
He made the main event in both rounds. He's been the 450 season, but he took 20th in Glendale and then 60. Yeah, no,
And 11th place last round, bro. 1 spot off.
Rodriguez did?
Rodriguez.
Wow.
So you cannot tell me that guy has no chance to
But,
get 10th.
but it's the East-West shootout. He's probably racing a 250?
Nope, he's on the 450 entry list.
Okay.
I checked.
Harlan got 9th last week. Wow, a lot of seasons
Dude, our
best.
boy Harlan, man. He's been just killing it all year. I'm a big fan of that dude now. Tell you
Started in 10th or 15th in the last 4 rounds. Hasn't missed a main since Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting 19th overall, 3 points behind Morans. So
he's got him and Morans are going to be battling.
But
I'm
he's
sure.
going to pass up Savachi.
Yep.
And Bloss. So he's solid top 20.
Well, he's 10 back from Bloss. So
Yeah, but Bloss ain't racing.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's manageable. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want Bloss to lose his bonus here, but
I wanted the stash to win.
I haven't even seen the polls that are going on.
I don't know.
But dude, Harlan, I think he's a solid pick. Actually, he's who I have for the wild card right now.
Really?
Yep. I got Harlan in there.
Okay.
So Morans, he's been doing all right. I mean, the last 5 rounds, he did pull a 7th.
That was
But
the mutter.
Yeah, other than that, it was 2012, 16, 19. But either way, the man has made huge improvements this season. So I can't take anything away from him. On average, on the West, he's finished about 6 spots better than where he's qualified. So
Calcine. That was a good.
Oh, gosh.
Did
It's
you
off
see
the
how
rails,
anyway?
bro.
Someone said I just need some caffeine because I'm yawning, that's actually pretty good. Oh, man. I'm going to go find Kenny in the pits and just have a calf flex off. He's the one putting his calves on Instagram.
Bring the tape measure
Calf
out.
off or what?
A calf off, dude.
I'm sure he would love that, dude.
Half calf or what?
Half calf flip on a skateboard. Oh, we go all day. All right,
Yeah.
well, look, everybody.
Wait. 250 shootout, though. Who do you got?
Oh, gosh. I mean, the Lawrences have already wrapped him up, so they got nothing to lose.
Who do you think's going to win, and who do you want to win?
I know
I want to win.
I don't know, dude. I really don't know.
I want Deegan to win. I think that'd be pretty awesome.
I think if Deegan was leading,
Send a message.
the crowd would go bonkers.
Send a message.
I would like to see a non-Lawrence win. How about that? Can I just Deegan? It'd be cool to see RJ win another one. Shimoda.
Yeah. If Deegan wins, and also other reason I want to see him win is he's going to ghost ride that bike.
He is.
That thing is
and because
going
it's
for
the
a
last
ride.
round of the season, that bike will clear the finish line.
And he's just sending a message to those Honda boys that I'm coming. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna be in the
just
250
send
class for a
that
minute.
message. Just put it in their mind.
Okay.
So I'm hoping for a Deegan win. That's
What's
my
this
dude
poll?
right now.
Shimoda, Deegan, A. Lawrence. Come on. We've seen the Lawrences win pretty much every race this year. It's been boring.
I wouldn't say boring.
Is McAdoo's hurt?
Hey, you want to talk about lessening injuries? This is my thing. Do away with the Coast 250s. I think Justin Brayton kind of
A lot of people
brought
have
this
talked
up.
about that.
Do 450 4-stroke, 250 2-stroke, 250 4-stroke. Maybe even throw in an electric
did you say
bike class.
252 stroke?
Yep.
So have like its own 2-stroke class?
Yep. More classes, less coasts, and let the riders just go wherever they want to go. And just see what happens. You can't tell me a 250 series 2-stroke.
I am all for 250 class. It might
Yeah,
mean
even then.
It might mean these teams have to
You
hire
can-
less 250
yeah.
riders because of the budget, but it's like
And then throw in like a electric bike. I don't know. Just another new class. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, kind of like you're saying, after 5th, 6th in the 250 championships, I mean, it's looking, it's a little rough. Where some of those guys, you open up a few more classes, maybe they go where, there's less competition and stuff. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Well, look, we're kind of running out of time here, so we're not going to jump into memes today. But
Oh, they're going to be pissed.
Monday, somebody already commented. Monday, we're gonna give away some gear. We're gonna pick our favorite meme over the last few weeks. Let
Okay.
everyone out there vote. So we'll narrow it down, but we'll let everyone out there vote on their favorite meme. Could be a calf meme, because there's already some out there.
I've seen a few, yeah.
So submit your memes. Remember, the link to the Discord is down below in the description of this video. So go there. That's where you submit the memes. Shout out Dr. JB, MX Reference, all the people that have helped out this year to do all the stats and everything. It is a huge help. We really appreciate that. So thank you very much.
We should lock in picks real quick, though.
Oh, I'm down. You want to see mine? I'll go first. I had Sexton to win.
You should keep him to win.
I'm gonna go pretty predictable here. Where's Kenny's play? I'm gonna go Sexton, Roxon.
But you're playing it safe.
AC. Okay. And then here's the only thing I maybe like a little bit of a risk because I'm gonna go Plessinger, and then Justin Hill 5th, but I might flip flop Hill and Plessinger to be totally honest with you. And then for my wild card. For now, I've got Chiz in there.
Okay.
Just because last week, Tomac and Nichols both crashed out, they would have been ahead of him. So I move him back a couple spots with
I'm fine
AP
with it.
and Nichols in there.
Okay. I'm going way different. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going AC for the win. Sexton, keep it clean in 2nd. Then I'm going Roxon in 3rd. Those 3 are going to start up there. Then I have... Because there's always that one rider that gets everybody in the last round. Here it is. I'm going Dean Wilson 4th. And I love Justin Hill. I really do. But I think AP is going to come back to 5th at least. And my wild card is going to be Harlan. So I think watch out for a Dean Wilson top 5, dude. I'm just saying. The man needs points in the championship, and it's going to be motivated.
What's your reason on Wilson getting 4th?
I just think the end of the year, the top guys are going to take it a little easy. These guys are going to be way more motivated. And like you were saying, if he gets out in front of them, are they really going to push too hard to get by him at that point? I don't know. I think he's going to want to lock down 8th overall or whatever. Yeah, he's close, dude, to getting 8th overall on the season. And the man's barely even been mentioned all year.
Okay.
Maybe a chip on his shoulder, something like that. I want to see him up there.
Christian's just always swinging for the underdogs.
I mean, this is my only chance to win my groups and all that anyway, so I got to get a little risky.
Yeah, what's the point of playing safe if you have to make up a bunch of points?
I mean, if you're down, you got to go for that Hail Mary at the end of the year. What do you lose?
I like that.
And you can't tell me this would make anyone mad. So AC win, Dean Wilson top 5.
No,
Let's do it.
I'm totally on board with that. All right.
So I'm going with some heart picks and long shots.
I like that. All right. Well, look, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in live today. We had an absolute blast. Oh, Robert Wolf wants to know where Eli's picks are, or Levi's picks. He won't do it. He won't do it. I don't know.
Is he pulling a Ricky on us?
I won't know.
You don't make predictions? Has he been playing all year? He better have been. Okay, we're going to have to dig into his picks.
Yeah, he pipes in every now and then.
Okay.
Well, look, everybody, we want to say thank you so much for tuning in live and for being with us for the whole year. We've had an absolute blast doing the show. We give away all the awesome prizes. We're already talking about how to make the show bigger and better next year and, make the prizes bigger and better. Christian, we won't talk about it yet, but he had a rad idea to help out privateers next year during the night show. So hopefully we get to implement that. But, thank you.
Watch out for the playoffs, too, fantasy-wise.
Yeah, we're going to be back. Don't forget, the last 3 playoff rounds of September, we are going to do a 3-round playoff.
There might be some big prizes.
Fantasy.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we're going to do, 3 or 1 big grand prize.
It's going to be, you're going to want to check for sure.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. Follow the all the SXpert stuff because we'll post and announce that. I'm not sure when, but yes, fantasy, 3 rounds only. Grand prize is up for grabs. All or nothing. So it's going to be pretty freaking rad.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, so thank you so much. Hope everyone has an absolute blast at the races and watching the races this weekend. Remember, if you see Christian or I, and if you have better points than us and you show us, we'll have some number plates to give out.
Well, we'll do it for you.
Do it for me?
Because probably the first 5 people would take them from me.
Oh, that's true.
Scores aren't too great.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, and we'll see you on Monday.